Hello, Shadow of Apocalypse. It is Horseman again, and today I bring to you a quick little tutorial on how to build a house. Now, what you see before you isn't exactly the most beautiful thing in the world, but at least I got the job done. Some folks have been having a hard time with getting the house built, and so I'm here to show you how to get the house built, as well as how to get power to it as well. So as you can see here, just by looking on the outside, that I've got a few different things going on, a few different themes. I got a lot of electricity all going to my generator, and a goofy wall just kind of sitting out there. Well, first of all, they say there's no place like home. I want to make sure it stays that way, hence my awesome defenses here. Got my Merkin flag and a nice sturdy door. Come on in. So, as you can see, I spent a little bit of time trying to organize my house, and I know that the video that I had posted before wasn't the best one in the world, so I figured I'd take a second shot at it to show you exactly how to go about building a pretty little house. I did go with a two-story, filled it with some lights, some sitting areas, and even a bathroom. So, also my bobbleheads here. Yeah. Let's find ourselves an empty plot, and we'll start. Now granted, I used a lot of resources to put together my house, so here's hoping that I still have something available. First thing you're going to need to do is press V or hold V if you're a PC player in order to get your editor tool up. To build up your house to begin with, we're going to select some options here, and let's go with metal this time around. You start off by placing that, and then you can go on and build some walls. Find the one that you like, of course. Alright, so with the left mouse button, you can turn it. With the right mouse button, you can turn it. And with the middle mouse button, you can use the scroll to go backwards and forwards to help you out a little bit. And of course, you can still do one of these numbers. Alright, so not too bad. On the right hand side, you'll see that it is built with, in this case, steel. Push E to finalize where you would like to set it, and then we can go from there. So it seems like that's a little bit too big. So how do I get rid of it? You can press Tab, which will automatically store it, or you can press R to scrap it altogether. I don't necessarily want to scrap it. You can also lay down prefabs. These are helpful because you might find a corner piece that you like, or you might find an entire unit that you like, such as this one. I, for one, like to build it myself. Sometimes it'll pop right in place, other times not so much. So it's just a matter of tinkering around just enough to be able to get it to work, whatever works for you. Looks like we still have some room here. So I'll go ahead and edit this to where I can move this more in line. Like so. Sometimes you have to finagle your way in order to get the pieces just where you like it. It's not always easy. Definitely will never tell you that this thing is easy, because it's not. It likes to be a pain in the butt. So it's just a matter of getting it, if nothing else, close to how you want it. Alright. If all else fails, you can also do your best. In this case, I can put a corner piece. See if it'll allow me to do it without being a pain in the butt. Let's be a little bit ugly. And so forth. So, as you build, you're going to be able to mess around, move around, and figure out exactly how you want to put up certain items in certain places. That's going to be solely up to you. You can also place doors, but in order to go through the door, you have to get out of the editor first. Furniture, decorations, power, defense, everything will be the same as like when you build your house, but you have to make sure that you have the right resources in order to set up the right whatever you want here. So in this case, if I want to build a generator, which I personally prefer to build my generator outside of the house, you can do so by selecting it. As you see here, there are a lot of materials are necessary: screws, gears, steel, rubber, copper, and ceramic. But the good thing is that this does produce 5 power. Just having a generator is not going to be enough. You also need to make sure that you set up powers and switches as well. I had some questions related to, well, how do I get the switches up there? Or how do I get power to the things that I need to? You got your switch. Simply press space on that needle there, drag it over, and it'll connect. As you can see here, I don't have enough resources for anything else here. Oh, I do have this. So what I'm going to be able to show you is going to be somewhat limited. Oops. That's one way to do it. Since I have power going to this portion of my house, you can tell that it's going to work by setting up some things here. Voila! And it's more of a radius thing. And it's not that far away either. So as you can see, I can get about halfway through the house before that power radius no longer works. In order to get it to other parts of the house or even to the second floor of a house, you have to run those switches that I showed you into the various locations of the house using those, as well as running the cables all the way around. Alright. So going back to my house, I can show you exactly what I'm talking about. In this case, I have my generator, and since I wanted to do some cable management so it didn't look all really goofy, I've got switches in various locations, which, and you don't really need this many, but yeah. In order to get it to go around the corner, you gotta put one right on the corner. It is possible to do so. And then turrets do not need power, which is nice. A jukebox does need power, and the way they have it set up is a little wonky, so it wasn't something that I actually enjoyed all that much. Power doesn't go to it automatically, so I can show you what I mean. I know for a fact that I have power running to this area of my house. Oh, well, there you go. I guess it wasn't as goofy as I had thought. I guess it just didn't like being here. It's gonna prove me wrong. Fine. Because of the nature of your house, you can display any weapons that you might want to. For instance, I have my bayoneted missile launcher. I don't bring that around with me everywhere because, well, it's kind of heavy, and I'm more of a sniper build. So then why would I have a sniper rifle here, and not in my inventory? Well, because this sniper rifle, though awesome, I am using a slightly better one. So I figured since that was the first really good one that I used, or received, I went ahead and decided to display that one. For those of you who like to collect the legendary items, you can display them here all you want. It's fantastic. So for decorations, beds, flags, and whatever have you, you can go to the various different. You have to go through the menus in order to find out what exactly you like. For instance, if I want to put up a Brahmin head, a claw, stag, or mole rat, I can do so, as you saw downstairs. Or how about a pretty picture on the wall? You can do those as well. And I'm sure you've probably found a bunch of them on your journeys, so it's good to go ahead and show off what you got. Select it, push E, and there you go. Now you got a highly decorated bathroom. Don't you feel special now? Gotta have that puppy picture. Whoa, I have 2 fans in here? I don't want 2 fans. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of one of them by simply pushing tab and putting it back in my workshop. I didn't want to get rid of it altogether. But now this corner is a little bit dark. So let's go ahead and put some lighting in this area. There's many different options. I want to go a little futuristic. So let's put something in this corner. That doesn't seem very bright. So let's go with this instead. I went ahead and just scrapped it that time. And it put the steel right back into my inventory. Flags. Where can you find the flags? Go into wall decorations, and you have different flag options. Brotherhood of Steel, Minutemen, and the American flag. And there's a whole plethora of different signs that you can put up here as well. For instance, I put in this sign over here. There you go. Men's only bathroom. The important thing is to make sure that you have the right resources. As I said, it's very easy to go crazy. But if, for instance, you come across some resources that you don't have, but you want to be able to build that item, then what you can do is hit that Q button to tag for search, which is why you see the magnifying glasses next to the pieces within there. Now, at some point in time, I was missing both screws and circuitry, so that's why they both have magnifying glasses. Oh, it looks like I can build a new turret. But I can't build this one, nor can I build that one. This is a new one as well. Since my house defenses aren't nearly as important as my overall base defenses, I'll go ahead and move this one over here where it's a little bit more practical. That way, if anyone decides that they want to mess with me, I have plenty of firepower. You also have the option to lay traps. Earlier I had picked up some traps, but these looks like these require power. So in order for me to get power to them, I would have to run a cable. So I can do so, but it'll be pretty ugly. That's hot. Yes. I had never used that thing before, and it decided to do damage to me instead. Awesome. Thanks. Let's put some light turrets over here. And that's the only one I can use right now. This one requires light as well, or power. There we go. So I now have myself some good defenses. You can also do pillboxes or guard posts to your to however satisfies you. Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's all for house building for right now. If there are any questions regarding house building, please post in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to answer those questions. You can also visit my page on Facebook, www.facebook.com/SOAFO clan, all one word, and I hope to see you again soon. Alright, Horseman out.